And at KICC, we were merely witnessing the announcement. As far as I'm concerned, from KICC, Kibaki was announced winner, and we made arrangements for him to be sworn the same day at 5 p.m. because it was announced at 4. Swearing started at 5 p.m. going on. The ceremony went on past 6. It was necessary. Yeah, let me finish. It was necessary. His mandate was ending that day on 30th. Excuse me. It was ending on 30th. It with 337,000. When we were checking them at night at KICC, I questioned that because the entire population of Chepalungu then was not even 300,000. And the commission admitted that it was a mistake. A 3 had been added in front of the 37,000 votes. The Juja with Tharaka Nithi, at that time, we did not know exactly the extent of the fraud until the Kriegler report. So I would advise that you read word only so that this end. I was at KICC, just like Orengo and others were for Raila. I hope I have answered.
I have another question. No? Sorry, I have an echo. I'm in the boardroom. Are you benefiting right now from this movement?
I have not benefited and I do not expect to benefit. And if you have checked me publicly, I've been out of government for 13 years. I've been out of government, this is the 13th year, and out of public, an elected space. But there is not a single time I have failed to add my voice on issues that count to the people. So for me, my motivation is not position. It is not money. It is a call from inside to do what I can for my country. I hope that answers you.
Yeah, that answers me. But Tribeless, just a minute. I'm winding. This is the last question. And my last submission to Martha Karua. Martha, may I want to advise you. There's a time I was on a certain space and you said, you talked about octogenarians and there's no problem about recycling leaders. Now, this is my advice to you. If you want to help this movement and this generation from recycling these leaders, look at the current cabinet that we have with people over 65 years handling matters concerning the youth. They even don't understand whatever problems and challenges the youth are facing. Right now, the world has moved into a technology sector. So this is my advice to you. One, if you want to help this movement, you should hold a press statement and tell people to come out on Nane Nane and fight for their country. Two, you should retire from active politics and go back and enjoy your retirement benefits, because you people are rich. You are worth 600 million, as I checked during the presidential debate. So me, I just want to advise you, if you want to help this movement, currently retire from active politics, and secondly, we will only engage you matters concerning law and other things and maybe advice. But for this movement, we currently don't need voices that are going to take advantage of the movement the way the opposition that you are part of did in the negotiation. So that is my current submission. And to people of the Republic of Kenya, Nane Nane is bigger and better. It is time we go out and fight for our country. There is no time to listen to other people. There is no time to say siji who infiltrated who. You go out as a person. This is organic. Nobody is funding us, and we should go out there and fight for our country. Nane Nane should be bigger and better. Thank you. For Martha, just retire and continue with life. Thank you.
Thank you.
May I advise you back and tell you that I shall not retire? You did not call me to the course, and nobody did. I will retire when my breath is no more.
Thank you so much.
And by that means that whether in a position or not, I will continue to add my voice. It's a right you cannot take, and integrity is not by age, it's by what is in you. We have leaders right now in that parliament and in the government that Kenyans are routing. Some of them are young and corrupt. Others are old and corrupt. I see a government just like a home. Just because you have become of age, you do not do away with your parents. So a government is like a home. It will have the old, it will have the young, it will have the middle age. And I will not belabor more on that point. May I ask whether I can answer Hannah Ali's question at this time?
Yes,
Yes,
kindly do.
please. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hannah Ali has asked about the vetting process, the way I understood it. And I want to tell her that vetting currently is just a circus. And yes, there are false declarations of wealth. I think what we need is full implementation of the Constitution, electing leadership on the basis of Chapter 6, people with integrity, and once elected, people embracing the leadership principles contained in the Constitution. It is a big blot on our institutions, beginning with Parliament, the DCI, EACC, sometimes the courts. Our systems are broken. The transparency that is embedded in our Constitution means yearly when leaders, public officers declare wealth, it should not be in a sealed envelope. It should be open, and it should be somewhere online people can check, where people can participate, where people can question the amount declared, and where investigations can be had. Indictment on us as the people, because the professionals manning those institutions are Kenyans. And we collectively, not individually, because individually we are not all corrupt. Collectively, we are the ones rigging the system against ourselves. Right now, we are calling on the police to act in accordance with the law. We are happy when some of the courts act in accordance with the law. We need a conversation as Kenyans. What is our civic duty on building this country, on making us live the dream embodied in our Constitution, on making our institutions work? Even the corruption in leadership and during voting is aided and abetted by the people. We need to have a conversation on how to get over this. And I am glad that the youth in this revolution have initiated the conversation already. But we need to get deeper into it, because what ails our nation is that even those who are not corrupt give up when they see how widespread this thing is. And I want to agree with Kanjo that a lot of people are being forced into desperation by exclusion from the economic mainstream, because the system favors a few, as was stated by Hannah Ali. The state has been sort of repurposed to serve the ruling elite, not to serve a majority. And something I forgot to add